Hey everyone, and welcome. So, we all know the big names, right? ChatGPT, Grok, Claude. These things have totally changed the game for how we work and create. But what if I told you that the AI revolution is really just getting started, and the tech we're all using today is already on the fast track to becoming a relic? To get our heads around that, we've got to start with a pretty wild question.
Yeah, I know. It's a provocative question. It sounds kind of crazy to think that something so new and so powerful could already be on its way out. But, a growing number of AI experts are saying that the very foundation of today's AI, well, it's just a stepping stone, not the final destination.
Look, the models we're using right now, these large language models, or LLMs, they're an incredible achievement, no doubt about it. But the experts, they see them as a transitional technology. They've given us a sneak peek of what's possible, but they've also highlighted the huge, fundamental limits we still need to overcome. So, what exactly are those limits?
To really understand where AI is going, first we have to get why the current tech just isn't going to cut it in the long run. LLMs are built on a specific architecture that, while totally brilliant, has some pretty serious cracks in its foundation. This right here perfectly captures the paradox of the AI we use today. On the left, you see their amazing strengths. They are world-class pattern matchers. They can spit out fluent text and summarize dense documents like nobody's business, all because they've learned the statistical connections between words from just a mind-boggling amount of data. But then, look at the right. They have no true comprehension. They don't get cause and effect, which leads to them confidently just making things up. That's the problem we call hallucination, and it's why they often fall flat when they're faced with a problem they've never seen before.
Let's be super clear about what a hallucination is, because this is a crucial flaw. It's when the AI gives you an answer that sounds perfectly plausible, it's written with complete authority, but it is just flat out wrong. And this happens because the AI is just predicting the next most likely word in a sentence. It isn't checking a database of facts or reasoning from the ground up.
This quote really gets to the heart of the problem. Top researchers like Yann LeCun over at Meta basically argue that LLMs are masters of mimicry. They see correlations between words and phrases and use that to simulate understanding. But they don't actually build an internal model of how the world works. They don't really get physics or logic or even human intent. They're just a very sophisticated mirror reflecting the patterns they were trained on.
So for a while, the solution seemed simple. Just make the models bigger. More data, more computing power, right? But we're hitting a wall of diminishing returns. The cost to train the next massive LLM is just skyrocketing, but the improvements we're getting are getting smaller and smaller. The industry is realizing that we can't just brute force our way out of these core problems. We need a totally new approach.
So what's next? Well, the good news is researchers are already building the future, and it's based on three massive shifts away from these pure language models. And these three shifts, they're already building a much more capable kind of AI.
First up, we've got multimodal systems. The easiest way to think about this is giving AI senses. So instead of just processing text, these new systems can see, hear, and interpret images, audio, and video. This gives them a way richer, more contextual understanding of the world, a lot closer to how we humans actually perceive reality. The second huge shift is toward multi-agent frameworks. Okay, so instead of one giant monolithic AI trying to do everything at once, imagine a team of specialized AIs that all collaborate on a single task. This is an absolute game changer for solving complex problems.
And here's a simple way to picture it. Let's say you ask an AI system to plan a whole marketing campaign. A planner agent would step in and break that goal down into concrete steps. Then, a verifier agent might go out, research market data, and double-check all the facts. And finally, an executor agent would take that verified plan and actually write the ad copy or generate the images. It's teamwork, and it makes the whole system way more robust and reliable.
And this brings us to what might be the most transformative shift of them all, world models. For a lot of researchers, this is the holy grail. The big idea is to build AIs that create their own internal simulations of the world. They learn cause and effect by just observing. This lets them predict outcomes and reason in a way that's completely impossible for today's LLMs. We're talking about a move from just mimicking intelligence to actually modeling it.
Okay, so that all sounds pretty futuristic. What does it all mean in the real world? Well, one of the first and most profound impacts is going to be on science itself. We are right on the verge of entering an era of accelerated discovery, powered by something being called the AI co-scientist.
And what's so crucial here is that the AI co-scientist isn't just a tool.
It's a collaborator. It's a system that can work right alongside human researchers, actively taking part in the scientific method, from dreaming up new ideas to actually designing the experiments to test them.
And listen, this is not science fiction. It is already happening. For example, advanced AI models are now providing flood predictions with a full 7-day warning in over 150 countries. Now, that's a task that requires sifting through just chaotic amounts of weather data and simulating outcomes, something a pure LLM could never, ever do. And that impact is going to be felt everywhere. In medicine, AIs can screen millions of potential drug compounds virtually. In climate science, they can build much more accurate models of our planet. From analyzing data from deep space to literally designing new materials atom by atom, this tech is going to compress decades of research into months, or maybe even days. But, and this is a big but, this incredible speed also brings significant risk. If we're not careful, these powerful tools could also accelerate the spread of bad science or unverified claims. Human oversight, peer review, and a real commitment to the scientific method have literally never been more important than they are right now.
You see, this revolution isn't just about technology. It's about us. This transition to more powerful, more autonomous AI forces us to really think about our role in the future and what kind of society we actually want to build.
The value of just memorizing facts is plummeting. As AI takes over more of the routine cognitive stuff, the most valuable human skills are going to be creativity, critical thinking, strategic planning, and, crucially, the ability to collaborate with these AI systems. Our schools and our workplaces are going to have to adapt, and they're going to have to do it fast.
And of course, this next generation of AI brings new risks that demand our full attention. We have to be vigilant about stopping these systems from amplifying the biases that already exist in our society. We have to build tough safeguards against the rapid spread of misinformation, especially from autonomous agents. And maybe most importantly, we have to solve the alignment problem, making sure that the goals we give these incredibly powerful AIs truly align with our human values.
This really is the central question we all face. It's a balancing act. We want to unlock the incredible potential of this technology to solve some of humanity's biggest problems, but we have to do it responsibly, with foresight and with carefully built guardrails. Success isn't guaranteed. It's going to require deliberate choices from all of us. So, in the end, the takeaway is this. The large language models we use today have opened our eyes, but they are just the first chapter. The real story is what comes next. The future of intelligence isn't something that's just going to happen to us. It's something we are all actively building right now. And shaping it wisely, well, that's the great challenge of our time.